here to finish this thing off. Fourth round, final 9, 46th New Zealand National Championship. I'm Luke Humphries with Paul Oman. Sponsors today, RPM Discs, Winnow, as well as Idio Sports, and a big thank you to the PDGA for making this coverage possible. Corey Ellis, he's at 29. I'm at 20. Dylan's at 11, and you're at 10. That's where the action's at right there. Who's going to take home that third place podium?
We'll see.
Nate Perkins under par on the day, as well as the local Kiwi Levi Stout. Man, this kid's really something. Can't wait to see when he grows up. Puts on a few pounds. He's already got the smooth game.
Yeah.
He just needs that man strength now.
Hole 10, par 3. Pretty tricky if you're looking through this gap right here. Forehands, backhand turnovers. They're going to get you to a certain spot, but to pin this one, you're going to have to get some wizardry out.
Yeah. There's this high spike hyzer for the righties. That's what Corey's been playing. I've been following him, and seems to be working pretty well.
You know, that's what I love about disc golf. You got some new players coming into your home course. You get to see some shots that maybe aren't always thrown.
Yeah. You're going up the middle. What is this?
I'll give you $1 if you guess it right.
Roadrunner?
I'll give you $1 if you don't say Sidewinder every time I throw a flippy disc. It's a Roadrunner.
Okay.
We've been together for weeks now.
So offended.
Making it work.
All right, Corey going with that big hyzer. Got the birdie last time.
I'm trying to flip my disc over. He's trying to just spike hyzer this thing.
He already owns 66% of the birdies ever on this hole. He's only played it 3 times. And he hits the highest point on the tallest tree. Drops down into a pretty weird spot.
Yeah, he's got Bob guessing there.
He's got to hit a little coin slot to get out of that one.
I like this forehand play for this shot. Seems to set up nice. Get to moving left to right. And even Dylan doesn't know what happened.
That was crazy.
Caught the T sign.
he apologized to Simon. It was perfect for that moment.
Doesn't even rattle him hardly. He's still smiling.
Yeah. I'm going hyzer, D3.
Trying to follow Corey. I asked Corey how hard how hard he had to throw it to get it there. I'm like, okay, I'm not even messing with it. I love that you were like, I got that.
Yeah. I'm 38 feet.
Filter to a reasonable spot for this hole. I mean,
not bad.
I think that's a good shot for someone trying to get up the gap there.
Who doesn't have Corey Ellis arm?
Yeah, Dylan forced to re-tee here, and he decides, why not? I got some power.
Yeah, I saw it go all the way back.
And just puts a move on this thing. Throws it better than Corey did.
Re-tee park
Corey
drop.
made the shot up.
Tap in bogey. Yeah, it's literally never been thrown better. Corey going roller disc out the tiny gap.
Yeah, and our viewers can't see it, but he's on another hole's fairway and not looking at.
And as good as he threw it, he's still up.
Jungle.
He's about 80 feet, just trying to jump it up the hill. Hit that tree there, but stays close enough to the basket that shouldn't be a problem. This is a birdie look, though. After
I was in a similar spot with round 1, throwing the same shot. Just look at my chops here. And put a good move on it, but just need a little more commitment.
Yeah, a little awkward putt for me.
Stretched out on a knee, uphill.
Corey for bogey. It's just going to happen out here. You're not going to play a bogey free round.
It is the type of course where you got to get off the tee. Otherwise, you get out of position and you're just chopping your way back.
Yeah, I think that I was right, maybe. think his disc literally was just...
Oh, you redeed?
Corey's been in the woods so long, he's not even sure exactly what happened on the rest of the hole. He just got back to us.
Dylan's like, yeah, I just threw it right here. What are you doing over there?
All right, so real time, what do we wait, half hour?
Maybe, yeah. A little bit of a backup here. This is a tricky hole. Tee shots.
Ideally, you land
premium.
right below where the drone was when I started talking. Right there at the end of that tunnel, which allows you to throw it high. But all of us on the card decided we're jump putting to the blue pad to throw the big hyzer over.
And at this point, I wish I had never talked to any of you about this layup shot.
That was a bad reaction.
Might as well just turned around and thrown it in the woods.
I'm like a little bit short right of ideal, but fine.
The locals must think we're crazy here.
They have to. They have to. It's 581. It's Simon Feezy's.
He's probably shaking his head watching coverage right now. Simon, we're sorry.
Yeah, he
All
talked
I
to me about it
needed
earlier.
was to see you throw this hole one time.
Yeah. I told him, dude, I didn't hit the cap. I tried a bunch of times. I just didn't get the shot shape right. And then, I tried this last round.
We all jump up.
First
Why did I
round, it
listen
would
to
be
a
good.
guy that can't hit the gap?
I was one of 4 people to par it first round.
I was one of 4 people to take a 7 first round of my card.
So we've got layup from you.
Yeah, I laid up into the side rough, and then I laid up for my second shot onto the tee pad that I was initially trying to hit. And I've got some funky footing here, trying to throw a massive shot that I let myself get talked into.
That one just hyzer out the hand.
And folks, stick to your game plan.
That one, it didn't hit anything. It headed into the trees, and it just found a hole and kept on flying.
Sometimes your card mates have bad ideas.
Man, I feel like I haven't thrown a disc golf shot in an hour as I line this up, and I do not give it enough.
Look at these guys. They're standing at the basket watching these things crest this ridge and go into Narnia.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I was hoping I hit something. I, too, peered it all the way down the hill. I'm not even sure.
I thought yours looked similar in the air to mine.
This looked good from Corey, but also pushes left.
Yeah, and I think we need to note here. So Dylan pitched up off the tee, and then he didn't like his placement. So he pitched up again so that he could throw this hyzer with a little bit more room.
Yeah, if you start playing it down the middle, you kind of have to keep playing it down the middle.
Yes, from that short tee pad.
This is a monster shot right here.
From that short tee pad, it just didn't allow you this angle that Dylan gave himself after he re-pitched up. He could attack much better. And he is not down here with us on the other
Dude,
side of the hill.
I'm surprised they have footage of you
There's
throwing
no
this shot.
cutouts. Oh my gosh, yeah, how did they even get down there? And then there you can see everyone's neck breaking as I crest back over the hill. And it's still my turn. This was not my hole. Still trying to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, this placement is on a ridge. If you,
I think everyone's still kind of scratching their heads.
yeah, it's you're just gonna have to come here. I think it's pretty custom. There is no hole like it. We can't refer to another hole like, hey, if you played this course. Nope.
This is one of a kind.
Yep.
Can't even get cameras in these places we're at.
No, and yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere right now. They haven't even seen my shot. Like,
I've hit every tree on my way to this basket.
guys, we're just chopping around in the bush. The New Zealand bush, it's nasty. Doesn't leave options.
There's no snakes, though.
I'm 43 feet away from the basket. 0 ability to make this putt. Frustrating.
Yeah,
More
you know
bo-
what's at stake, and
More bogeys.
this hole was a huge hiccup for most of us. Now Corey,
No, dude won't stop.
scrapping out a par.
Yeah. Look at you.
Yeah, not my favorite spot to be in.
For a big guy.
Really focusing on this putt because I know I've already taken 6 strokes. That was my 7th. Get me out of here.
No kidding. So, yeah, we've played the last 2 holes. 3 holes, probably in over an hour.
Yeah, Dylan's just probably stoked with this bogey after what we just did. Oh, you got a bogey.
I'm not stoked.
So I'm just on, on the triple train.
Hole 12, par 4, going across that road right there, that OB road, is the aggressive line. Sets you up for a much easier approach. There is a layup line with backhand righty hyzer left of the road. Sets up a little gap, but there is an aggressive route. It's only 495.
Yeah, 495, a fairly short par 4, but technical. A lot of trouble.
It's Sunday. There's 8 holes left. Corey Ellis has 9 strokes, so he's going big.
I think I might have talked him into it. We said something about it. I looked at it. He just got a little lift out of the disc. Never really got it turned over, or maybe flat even.
I'm doing it too, man.
It's a big shot. I wanted to see it work out.
Yeah, no doubt. No
It's
doubt.
in bounds.
It seemed like why not?
I think so.
So why not moment? I pulled it.
But you were trying to go high as well, correct?
Oh yeah.
Maybe not as big as Corey, but it just seemed like you weren't trying to hit that picture frame there on the right and put yourself in that landing zone. You were trying to go for a little more.
Yeah. That's my second full power backhand in the 90 minutes. So I'm like, you know, I'm kind of disc golfing, but I'm kind of just
I think
hanging
it worked
out.
out better than the first one, right?
Corey's?
No. Your first backhand in the 90 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting away with a nice forehand. Dylan putting himself in position to approach
Yep.
the basket.
I like that spot. You're just trying to lace a flat one into that gap.
Yeah, I'm trying to play the golf here. Laying where Bob's at. And just get a little pull over on it. Somehow get fortunate enough to get the green flag, but not in a favorable position. Funky forehand from the knee.
Man, your forehand's going to be better this year because you've been throwing a lot of them.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what they say? Like, you don't want to practice the wrong thing. I feel like I'm just nose up in these doggies.
You do it enough, it'll work out for you.
A little tight on Dylan's forehand.
And I'm past the gap. This is a play just to go high back into the fairway.
Got some forward momentum on it, but somehow
A little bit.
it just dropped into that shoal on the left, short of the
Corey's
basket.
safe on the other side of the road. That's where he landed.
That's all in bounds.
Huh.
Trying to sky anyone over. Get it to stall on top.
Okay.
A couple of spectators
Well, look at that.
getting the up close and personal look.
Dude's got a birdie putt.
Looking to find this little corridor. But it's got a funky grade to it, low ceiling. Had no forehand. I'm just thinking maybe I can float it in here and just get a look at the basket. And I floated into some trees. Desperation, but just not the right pace.
We've seen high right catch a lot this week. That was right there.
Yeah.
I had 0. pitch up. Ooh. Aggressive.
Dylan getting
Dylan.
aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
He sees me struggling. Maybe he's like, oh, I'll just start getting aggressive too.
I'll just step on this guy's throat real quick. Corey from a knee, 40 out for the bird. Oh no. Stop. OB's that way. Stop.
Headed towards the road.
Holds up before it gets to the OB though. That was picking up some momentum going downhill. And unfortunately he'll be up again. This one's for par. Kind of awkward straddle, half step there. That's just a unlucky bogey he'll be taking, as we see a great putt from Dylan.
Very confident putt.
Yeah, flew it over
Cleaning
the
up the par. We all kind of chopped our way down here.
Yeah.
Some more than others.
You are not wrong.
Minnie, rolling back to you.
Thanks for letting me borrow that.
Friends.
What is it like?
How many of us?
It's like a white turtle shell.
It's a beautiful resin printed tortoise shell.
Pretty cool.
UV
Mini.
and glow.
13, par 3, 413, but you only want it to go 370 straight. The last 43, break it down this hill right here. Just let the disc stable up. Gravity take control.
That.
Yeah.
370.
I switched my disc and shanked it. Yeah, that was bad. Just grip locked it. Hard to tell where I went.
Inbounds?
Thought I threw the perfect shot day one, and
Yeah, there's that hillside on the right. You just blasted into that, but got fortunate enough to stay in bounds. Dylan trying to put a move on this thing. That left side tree, though. You kind of want to play this wide, but you got to get it moving back left. Your highs are too early, and you're
yeah,
running
it's
into
such
some
a
trees.
specific line, man. It's a really specific line.
I love the shot.
Wow.
Shot shape. But none of us are having much luck with it here.
Nope. If you want to see it done correctly, well, last time we saw you with this yellow disc, it was definitely very correct.
I'm making that similar mistake that Dylan did here.
That was the best of the bunch, though. The
Just a bit
closest to
early.
being right. Somebody may have absolutely parked it in Skins Bench. May or may not have. I'm not sure. When it comes out, you might have to watch it. F7 roller.
At first, I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, he's throwing a forehand? And then it landed. I'm like, okay.
It needed it just a hair more straight up and down. And I think it would have curled down that hill, but it did not.
I think it was the right thought.
Yeah.
Hit a funky footing. Everything's going to filter down there. And Dylan really just cues up this upshot well. I feel like a lot of people probably hit this tree.
Definitely. He went behind
And
that
left
tree
himself
right
short.
there and got
Yeah.
a huge skip.
And it's a tight angle. That tree in the middle, down on the flat.
This is what you went front side of it.
Oh my gosh, I just missed the base of it. That's what I'm trying to do. Tuck it as tight as I can on that left side so that I'm not contending with that tree in the middle.
Incredible shots to save par there. You guys are no worries threes after those tee shots.
I was
Holy.
stoked. You guys were over here throwing forehand rollers and this overhand shot here. Like, I'm glad we got stuck with a little stock hyzer.
Yeah, so back-to-back forehand rollers I get to throw. Good
I
work.
walked behind you here and just to see what you had, and
It was not good.
I think that little bit of brush you got kept you from tipping over and heading further left, though. That was was a good little reaction. It kept you in the middle and gave you an opportunity to hit a putt. That's what Corey does here. Making that upshot work for him. Giving himself a putt.
Direct. Hyzer. Spin. He's been doing it all week long.
Yeah.
4 straight days of Corey just assaulting baskets.
Yeah. It's been great playing with Corey.
Dude,
See how it's done.
He's been big putting me all week. So I'm like, man, stand up for yourself.
Why not?
Please,
Give yourself the
stand
opportunity.
up for yourself one time. Getting walked all over out here.
Don't make it personal. He's just doing his job.
It's true.
Being a PDGA member gives you access to not just play the sport, but to engage and compete with your local community. An active PDGA membership gives you access to over 6,500 sanctioned events around the world. From local leagues and tournaments, all the way up through the majors, everyone has the opportunity to play. These are an amazing way to get engaged with your local disc community. Get started on your disc golf journey today. Visit pdga.com/.
It's been a pleasure playing on these helixes all week, man. As we see that commercial right there, just a reminder that this is a good target to play on.
How do I get one of those in my backyard?
Here we go, par 4. Ends up with an island green. Starts off pretty easy though, mid-range. All you really need off the tee. Forehand works as well.
Yeah, I like that mid-range play. That OB comes up quick. Splitting some fairways a couple 100 feet down the way here, so you can't just bomb this one. Just looking for a placement shot.
Yeah, a little overturned, but that's plenty of distance. It'll be a little long coming in, but his forehand, so good. Not something I worry about. Buzz here from Corey. All the way.
Yeah, a little let us
Full
out of the
flight.
gap, but he just puts a good move on it. Pushes through.
Pretty shot.
Just a little early release here and throwing myself into the shrubs. A couple spectators scratching their heads. That's not the play.
Yeah, I'm going forehand. Just seems easy. Keep it on hyzer.
Yeah, keep it away from that OB on the left side.
Yeah.
Plenty of room on the right to work with. Great drive.
I'll just let my disc sit out there in the sun and absolutely turn into jelly, just melting.
Not looking at much here, and
Still not much.
tree limb comes up quick on me, and I've got even less for my third, so I'm pitching backwards. Looking to attack the green here. Wishing I had a 400-foot forehand.
Yeah, it is about 400.
Trying to play this right to left and just get it to flat and then pull it to the right and find that right side. Fortunate enough to stay in bounds, but not what I'm looking for here to gain ground on Dylan. He's starting to put some distance in between us. He's playing a really solid round here.
Yeah, this one's going to need to go. Gets a good little skip onto the island there.
Gonna leave himself a little work, but
Yeah.
safe and sound on the island.
Yeah, circle's edge. I am 270. Shot it with the rangefinder. Going A3. 273.
Beautiful. Crowd loves it.
Yeah, this is, when you break it down properly, it should be a pretty stock hole. There is that rough on the left, obviously, that you found, but
We made it less than stock.
without the wind, you know, with the elevation change and some wind, this one plays super tricky. But these are some scoring conditions right here. You just got a wall of bamboo to your right.
Yeah, just looking to stay out of that. Pretty basic chip shot. Making the hole a little harder than it needs to be. Here's Dylan for the bird look.
Just a little early. It's a beautiful part of the course. Really close to the river, just on the other side of that bamboo. So it's kind of humid.
You could probably barely walk through, it's so thick.
Seriously. Can't even walk through, I don't think.
Beautiful birdie from Luke. Little par cleanup from Dylan. Corey walking away with the bird too.
Yeah.
Onto a nice little par 3 here. We've got OB on the right with the creek. That thing comes up quick. And then we've got this cheeky little strip here right in front of the basket.
Dude.
There's putts all day on the short side of it. Just don't want to slide into it.
Corey's going this high flex zone. Great play for this hole.
Great control on the angle.
Yeah, coming back all the way.
Looks like it has a chance. Gets over the little OB creek there and gives himself a circle look.
Going A3. Caught some basket on this one last time. Lower route, though.
I like you playing this wide.
My gosh.
That's the trouble. That skip first round was lovely, and
Dude, I didn't want to go
just didn't
super
seem
long.
to have the forward momentum and to get over.
If I didn't hit the basket, I'd have been like 40 long last time. So I just took too much off. Look,
Dylan opting for the backhand play.
same line as Corey, just higher. Gets the perfect kiss. Helicopters down 8
Yes.
feet. Job done. Looking like a putter from you.
Just trying to get a slight turn on this thing. Get it back to flat and little yank job on it. Looking to meet a couple eels in the creek.
Yeah, we heard about those. They're real. To save par.
Little funky footing. I think the sun's starting to get to me.
Yeah, just a little 13-footer for my par. Feels bad.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, annoying for lack of better terms. You know, you're right there
Yeah, dude.
in scoring position.
I knew it was
but
there.
you got to take the stroke.
Yeah, I threw it in there. That's all it can be, is annoying. Move on. Hole 16. That's a great hole. I'm thinking about this next hole.
Yeah, I'm
Forehand.
trying to stop thinking about bogeys here. I've racked up quite a few. Dylan's pulling away for third, looking good.
Man, we're in beautiful New Zealand.
That's what I'm trying to remind myself.
Me and you both.
Par 3, got a beautiful little sculpture here that the basket sits on top of. We're throwing over a creek, 353.
But it plays longer because you really got to take it away from the basket. I think it's more of like a 370, 380 forehand. Trying to keep the height as you move through here. This is tight. Oh, but
It's a great skip.
yeah, if you carry
Good
it,
forward momentum on that thing.
I think within 50 feet of the bucket, you'll get the skip. If you land it shorter than that, grab. You stay there.
A little bit of a low release. Dylan hits the line, but he just didn't get over that there set of flax, and he's inbounds, but got a long look. These creek trees are dangerous.
Going back to that D3.
I think this was the best shot I saw on this hole. You hit the gap nice and high on an angle. Never flirted with the road. Just well thrown.
Thank you, friend.
Me faking it till I make it with the forehand. Getting fortunate through the tree. No creek for me. But I'm not getting that lovely skip that you guys did. Look at you.
Handy. Just a layup putt there for Dylan. You're going to have about 60 feet, maybe. Something like that.
At this point, I'm looking for no more bogeys, but I'm thinking, man, might as well start
All these people are gathered.
trying to hit putts, and then I see this butterfly. Like, all right, that's a sign. But apparently it wasn't. A sign of a par.
Cool to see how much love they're showing the tall guy.
Absolutely.
You deserve it, man. Pretty cool cat.
That's pretty amazing. I threw 3 shots before you guys tapped in your birdies there. Great drives from both of you.
Yeah.
Walking up the hill, I grabbed an ice cream.
Ooh, there was ice creams available.
Yeah, towards this par 5. I was feeling the back 9. My caddy hooked it up.
Nice.
Got 2 holes to play here. This 710-foot par 5 is short compared to the 4 that we played over at Redwood Park Golf Course. This one a little tighter though.
Starts out, if you're Corey, with a big hyzer going way out over that telephone pole.
Yeah, we got OB right with the road. We got OB left with the red flags.
Just got to get back through those trees.
Filters well.
Does it again. He's pulled that shot off perfectly all week.
Yeah, puts himself in great position to attack this short par 5.
I think I was going to throw it straight into that tree, maybe.
What an amazing turn of events there. Right back to the middle of the fairway.
Rive super high. And that might even go over the tree line. In fact, it does. There is OB over there. But he's getting the green.
It's been a long day for our spotters.
Yeah, they've been working hard. Thanks to all the volunteers. Tons of them out here making New Zealand proud. You're going low line over the road.
I need that skip. And I get none of it.
Yeah.
Me and my caddy finishing our ice creams.
So I'm going smart. I'm just thinking A3 to the bottom of that hill. And I fluff it. So, short par 5. I should be all right. So, under 300 feet to the basket. Just got to make a play.
Yeah, you didn't get too wild.
This look aggressive.
This here, yeah. Way too much disc. Wasn't thinking late in the round. Taking a lot of trouble. And I think I've just done too much here. It's a par 5. Birdie was still in play. And I put myself in an awkward position. This is a great position. Dylan's thrown 2 shots. His third can be into the green here and still secure the birdie.
Yeah. Corey This is a played eagle going zone, probably 330 feet from the basket, maybe.
Corey knows what he's capable of.
Look at this speed control.
This hole is a perfect example.
What?
It's a par 5. He knows he needs to get into position off the tee. It's going to leave him with a very manageable shot for his second. And he executes well.
Yeah, about a foot low. Just had 2 branches hanging low in my line, dictating where I went with that.
I'd like to think if you were a little closer to the middle of the fairway, that would have turned out a little bit different.
Yeah.
You had a little more work than you needed to.
Indeed.
It's late in the round.
Beautiful.
Maybe strategies were out the window.
Yeah. Straight putter.
Dylan still playing the game.
Yeah, man. He
Love
had a
it.
pitch around the corner, and he'll have a drop-in birdie. You
Me?
could get a birdie here. This is your...
Again, I've made way too much work for myself at this point. There's no need to be on that left side of the fairway.
Yeah.
Play some golf and execute. I'm just flailing here.
That'd have been sweet. Strong bid leaves a little comebacker, though.
Like to have a little less work for the bird here.
That was a good reminder that strong bid leaves a comebacker, and
You did not heed my warning.
look at my face. Oh, so unimpressed with my effort.
I love it though. You're still fighting.
Yeah. Trying to throw shots. Beautiful putt. Beautiful putt.
That felt good after leaving myself an unnecessary distance there.
Yeah, if you divide 710 by 5, it's not very far per shot. And that's what we did.
Love it that the crowd's still stoked for us, though.
They are, man. Great crew the whole time. It was cool to see them on the carts out there at Redwood Park, and it's fun to have them walking around the grounds of Simon Feasy. Watching Corey Ellis get another eagle on this hole.
Unbelievable.
Breaking it down.
Final hole.
The island hole.
Here we are, 296. Little peanut-shaped island.
Man, only thought on any of our minds right now is just ring this thing up for the crowd.
Absolutely.
Bunch of people gathered around. This would be fun.
Top of the to-do list.
Corey.
Textbook.
Heat sinking zone missile to the base. Dylan deciding between his Mini and his Pioneer, going with his Pioneer a little faster than what Corey went with. But I like that sharp angle for that reason right there. Yeah.
He would have got as wide as he liked, but grass grabbed him up and kept him in bounds.
We've got some spotters reminiscent of the 8 holes over there.
Love
giving
the
us
flag work.
greens. Yeah, I'm going, I thought if I was going to ace it, it'd be fun to be a little higher as it came in, so I give it some elevation. Similar.
Similar shot.
Yep.
The guys are stoked. Trying to feel a little wind read.
Going total.
A little bit slower. I'm thinking get into it, give it some height,
Yeah.
let it fly. Just opened up those shoulders. Left it a bit wide. I'm getting the only red flag of the bunch here.
Yeah. Man. Not indicative of your weekend or the time spent. You shot a course record yesterday, one that will probably stand for the eternity of time, it appears. So, and then you're also, your feet, the ground you're on, it's New Zealand
We're in
ground.
New Zealand. That's what I kept reminding myself here today.
What a way to finish for Dylan, securing that 3rd place podium.
Dylan put on a great show and really
Yeah.
represented Australia well here at the New
Oh.
Zealand National Championships.
Yeah, made that trip worth it. Just one more, just for the people. Doesn't get me any closer to anybody.
Get to end on a good note, bud.
Yeah, it's been a great time.
Yeah, hold your head high. Second
Dude.
place great showing this week.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Chilling on the lead card. And this is a monster here. This guy played great golf.
Dude, he's the defending European Open champion. We've heard it 4 times in his.
Now he's the 46th New Zealand national champion.
Checking in on that final leaderboard, Corey finishes the last 5 holes in 6 under par. That's a champion fashion right there. 8 under on the round. Fantastic play from him all weekend long. Truly a champion.
Yeah, and great to see an international player in Dylan playing strong and capping off with a podium finish.
Yep. Final leaderboard right there. Levi Stout grabbing 4th place, and then a 3-way tie at 5th place. Nate Perkins shooting a couple under, jumping up there.
Yeah, all in all, a great week.
Golf, man. This area is going to explode. I have a feeling. There's a bunch of good golfers from here. There's a bunch of good teachers down here. I think next time we come back down, it's going to be a completely different vibe, full of all kinds of killers.
Very rich community here in New Zealand.
Can't wait to see it. Thank you all for being with us. Once again, this is brought to you by RPM Discs, Winnow, Ideo Sports, and the PDGA. Thanks for watching GK Pro. For Paul Oman, I'm Luke Humphries, and we'll see you next time.